What up, people? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Clovis Football Talk. I'm here. Let's have a conversation, guys. Let's have a conversation about Alexander Isak. The saga continues. I mean, yes, while the deal is still on for Isak to go to Liverpool, I just want us to discuss this and have a little bit of a recap to what has happened. I've I've been monitoring what has been happening, reading, seeing all what the fans, the Newcastle fans, have been doing. How Liverpool fans are also reacting at the same time. I mean, but first, before we continue, more people need to gather around so that we can have this discussion properly and just have a chat about what is happening with Isaac. What do, what does it look like when Isaac starts playing football again? Like let's have a conversation and see where we can take this. But first, please, if you are watching this video, like, share, and subscribe. Right? Especially new people because it's a new channel. I definitely know you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. First and foremost, and then like the video, share the video so that more people can join. Then we can have a discussion. Clovis Football Talk. I do everything Manchester United, but this Isaac thing is something we can talk about and just have a conversation. Just have a chill day, guys. Feel me? So yeah, let me first of all see how I can. Let me share this for a sec. Feel me? Let me share this for a sec. The Eze deal, right? Eze going to Arsenal is like, listen, I had a tough time. I'll not lie, I had a tough time. I made a video talking about how could Arsenal let Eberici Eze go to Spurs. Woke up the next day, the story was different. Ultimate hijack number one. But cool. Let me see. So if you're watching this video, guys, please, like I said, subscribe to the channel. You know, let's have a discussion to what's going on. Oh yeah, okay. Let's have a discussion to what's going on, guys. What's this thing again? Feel me? Now, for real, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Road to 1,000. I'm on 204 subscribers right now. Thank you, guys. It was just yesterday I reached 200. Again, this is a brand new channel. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. Let's keep on making this happen. And for those who have subscribed, really, thank you so much. This means a lot, and this is real for real. Alexander Isak, man, let's let's talk about this. I have to edit the title though. If you are joining this video, please subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. Let's have a just chat. Let's just have a discussion about Isaac. Yeah, let me edit the title a little bit because I did something that was not cool here. But so far, what do you guys think about um the the Isaac situation? Like if when Liverpool do get him, right? How long do you think Isaac will take to get back to his form? Because obviously he is training, but training at home and touching the football and like play with your teammates is different. So how long will it take for him to be like, you know what, we have this, or is he gonna come in and just keep rolling because he's, prem proven and all that? Let me know down in the comments what you think, guys. Yeah, people, let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Um, let's share this video, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to edit the title because I don't know, somehow I wrote something else, and let's just have a discussion about Alexander Isak today. This is the first time I'm talking about it actually, so let me see. Man, yesterday was off the chain. Spurs fans were losing it. I mean, I saw the tapping tops video. He was going crazy. Um, like, wow. He was going absolutely bonkers for real. Let me see. I was about last night. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, yes, people. Okay, after editing, yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think, please. It means a lot, right? That way we can have a discussion, go back and forth and see where Isaac stands. And I would definitely be giving my opinion to the situation because, both sides were wrong. They are wrong as it stands. But I'm leaning towards the player though. This is what most fans don't understand, right? Clubs don't give a shit about players. You are on a contract. This is not a family thing as much as Newcastle is claiming to have. When you are on a contract, you are a worker. You are literally a worker on a contract as a footballer. And the lifespan of your footballing career starts ends at 30. Not too many players extend after 30, 31 as it stands. But nowadays in 2025, where you have players taking good care, they take care of their bodies and they know how to like work out, they know how to keep themselves fit, they extend beyond 30. After that, it stops, right? You start slowing down a little bit, start your feet cannot carry too much of the body weight shrinking, and you have fewer players going over 30 playing still playing football, right? It's not really normal to see. And as for Isaac, you know, yes, while he's still young, you know, when you look at your contract, right, you're estimating how many years are they giving you? Is it 4 years, 5 years plus one extension? And you're seeing that your lifespan is very small, and the type of choices you make determines how long you will still have money even after leaving football, right? Us casual fans, we just sit here and just be like, oh no, it's disrespectful. He is not supposed to do that for Newcastle. Why is he on strike? But you forget to understand that this man has a family, and not only that, there is something that has happened behind the scenes. He will not just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm no more playing for this club because of one small issue. Like for Alexander Isak, I believe, trust me, I believe this guy probably, he has, not probably, he, like before breaking silence, there are people he has listened to. He has gone to his agent. There are people he has talked to before making any type of statements online. If it's him that posted it or not, it was posted on his page, right? With him coming out and saying, listen, I kept quiet. People slander me. People have been saying this. People have been saying that about my name. I kept quiet. But imagine a family member knowing the truth, sitting there watching the whole media cook him and leaving the club and just not saying too much about the club. I'm I have looked this situation. I'm like, there is no way that Isaac will get up and say, you know what, retaliate back and don't even want to play for Newcastle after standing on a bus celebrating a trophy they won, smoking a cigar. That to me, don't just start. It don't just happen like that, and out of a sudden you don't want to play for the club anymore. Something seriously must have happened where the club has gone on their way to bully Isaac and get what they want, leaving Isaac not getting what he wants. He is looking at his future, like I said. He is looking at his future saying, okay, while I have literally walked my way up, yes, you guys took me in, nurtured me, and made me who I am today. I'm very grateful for that. In For payback, I scored all the goals. I brought you guys a trophy, literally, and I did everything I could respectfully. And now, a club coming back, a club saying, listen, I want to sign you. He is looking at his future, looking at where he could be in 5 years, and he's saying, right now, Liverpool is the right choice for me to go because this is the club where I want to go and win things. They have history, they are winning things. It would take me a long way, right? And who knows, with the service that Mohamed Salah is sharing right now, he just won the PFA Player of the Year. That's what Isaac is looking at. Staying at Newcastle, like as much as Newcastle is good with Eddie Howe, they have a certain limit, right? They have a certain limit of where they can go and where they can, how can I say, they have a certain limit of where their trophies end, or where, how do you know that Newcastle will not go down this season after playing so many games? They have Champions League, they have Europa League, they have this FA Cup and Carabao. They have all these competitions to go in. Like, and he's sitting there saying, okay, where are the players you were supposed to buy? Because this, I'm gonna get into like the players thinking, right? Because us as fans, we just say, oh, they point the players, you point fingers at the players, but you forget to understand that put yourself 1 minute in the player's shoes and ask yourself, but wait a minute, why would a player act like this after winning a trophy for them? Because people like to relate this to trend. It's not even close. It's not even close. And I'm going to get to the hypocrisy of these Newcastle fans. I'm going to get to that. But again, guys, if you're still here, please, while watching this video, just like up the video and subscribe, please. Again, this channel is brand new. I just started making football content. I'm a Manchester United fan, and I talk about different things from other clubs as well. So everybody is literally welcome here, right? But let me know down the comments what you think about the Isak saga, the situation, what is going on, if the deal will happen or will not happen before the end of the deadline day. Just let me know down the comments how you feel about it, right? And to get to it, I'm just give me a minute, guys. Let me see. Let me remind y'all, please, please. Okay. Let me do this way. While I'm doing this, guys, please just like up the thing and subscribe, please. I'm gonna literally I'm gonna get to the exact thing so that we can discuss and talk about it and you know make it nice. Um, just give me a moment. Let me see what's going on. Um, let me share this video on my Twitter as well. Twitter at Clovis Football Talk, at Clovis Footy Talk. Sorry, yeah, that's where I am. Everything is, you know, I'm live, people. I'm live. I'm live. Okay, just posted it on my X, Ali, Twitter, Clovis Footy Talk. That's the name of it. Okay, guys. Okay, let's get into this, right? Um, let's get into this. Let's get into this, right? Okay, talking about Alexander Isak, right? The hypocrisy of Newcastle fans is getting out of hand. The entitlement of their fan base is getting out of hand, and this is what I will explain. Let me put this down in simple terms that you and I can relate to, right? People are saying if Liverpool did not turn Isak's head, none of this would be happening. I want you guys to reason first, right? Anybody with a brain, right, will say, but wait a minute. How come? What made Isak to turn his head? And the Newcastle fans are not being truthful with themselves. I've seen so many live chats, I've seen so many talking points, I've seen so many podcasts, I've seen so many different videos, and nobody is really talking too much about the scouting department, Newcastle's scouting department, the board. No, don't mention Eddie Howe. He has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about Newcastle's board. I'm talking about Newcastle's scouting department. Let's have a conversation there. Isaac sat. Isaac came out and said, "I mentioned this before before now, I did mention this and I talked about it. Yes, gentlemen's agreement, we all know it doesn't come true. People don't keep that word these days, and then you go and blame Trent for not keeping his word. Meanwhile, clubs do the same thing for players. It is very hypocritical. What how fans think is very small. Clubs don't keep it real with players. They promise you all type of things, and then when it is time for the players to say, okay, this is what I'm trying to do, this is my vision for the club, and have an agreement, because obviously those type of things cannot be on a contract. Most clubs will not sign you if you put it out there on a contract that by this here, yeah, I'm about to dip. They will say, oh, so we are stepping stones. You are not getting a contract there. Use your head, people. That is where the gentleman's agreement comes in. Unfortunately for Isak, the people that made those agreements got sacked, not working at the club again. But surely, with a new regime and with the negotiations of a new deal, surely he has mentioned that. There is no way he did not mention, Newcastle are pretending to be like, oh, we didn't know nothing about it. That's lie. That's BS. That's a lie. This is why I'm trying to break down everything I've seen and between the lines. Don't just read headlines of Fabrizio Romano and quickly make a video. This is the mistake most football YouTube fans do. As soon as Fabrizio, David Ornstein, or Andy Indicella post something, immediately, without reading the context, the full context, properly, and understanding it before going live, they just go live immediately to be like, oh, more people are going to come here, more views, which, by the way, fewer I'm seeing 26 people, and few people are liking this shit. Please, if you're in this video, if you're watching this video, please like the video. That's how I grow. That's how we grow. I know some of you watching this channel have not subscribed. Please subscribe. Like, it helps. It goes a long way, right? Again, this is a brand new channel. Don't ask yourself why are there fewer viewers here. And no, this is a brand new channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can only do that if you guys right now just exit the live chat, not totally, but just look at where the likes are and like it and share this video, guys. It takes you literally few minutes to do that. Please just do that. Let me see something, please. Let me see something, so that we can, we can talk more on the Isak thing and just have a conversation. Let's just have a conversation, guys. So, going back to what I'm saying, right? Fans need to use their heads. This is another point that I find it very, I find this very stupid. Fans, you go out there, you use your money to buy Isak's shirt. Coming out on Twitter and burning the shirt, you're burning your money you spent. You are not burning the club's money. You're burning your money you spend on a shirt. That's one thing most Newcastle fans have not understood. Guys, I've not seen no YouTuber talk about this. The shirt, because I've seen like three of them right now. The shirt, most Newcastle fans are ranting about, trying to show how morally correct they are. They are looking like. You go out there, you spend your hard-earned money to buy a shirt. I don't care if it's €1, €2, €3. Again, I'm in Europe, so I use euros. Listen, I don't care how much you, even if it's a cent to buy that shirt. You are burning the money you went and spent on, not the club's money, not the club's. Yes, the club printed it, but you spend the money, it goes to the club as much as you are trying to support the club. Newcastle fans, I want you guys to gather around because this is the moment I want to say something very, very important, right? In business, feelings does not exist. Otherwise, Isak will be right now a Liverpool player. I repeat, feelings in business does not work. And you guys think, oh no, the board is being ruthless. Yes, he's going to stay at Newcastle. Fans, listen to me carefully. Mixing feelings on business never works. And this is another thing. Isaac is not stupid to just make a public statement without reasoning on the day he was supposed to be celebrating himself. This is something most of you fans have not picked up. Again, guys, I've seen all type of videos. Read between the lines. I read between the lines. Saw from the club side, saw from the player side. Again, I'm a neutral here. I'm going to outline Isaac's mistake because he's not escaping this. You understand? But the club have major, major problem. The board. I'm talking about the board, the scouting department, because this is the transfer season. They failed. Isaac dropped that on the day he himself knew he was going to get the award. He was supposed to be home saying, after everything, I'm happy my fellow colleagues recognize me as the guy. Hence, why I'm moving to Liverpool to play alongside one of the guys who is a Ballon d'Or contender. Right? Isaac did not sign a contract saying, oh, I will stay here the rest of my life. Shit happens, and you change your mind along the way. But fans act as if Isaac is not supposed to change his mind. No, you are a Newcastle lad, you are a Geordie, you're supposed to stay there forever. It does not work like that. In real life, guys, it never works. You guys know this. Some of y'all do corporate jobs. You know this. In real life, it never works. Why are you guys pretending as if footballers are not humans? This is what I don't understand. Why are you guys pretending online and fake ranting that, oh no, he's not supposed to be rioting, he's not supposed to be going on strike, no, man. Some of you in between have never done a corporate jobs, hence that's why you're talking like that. But that's not how life works, people. And here is the big, big, big thing to the reason why I'm making this live video even on the first place. Again, people, please, please, please like, share, subscribe. Subscribe, people. Subscribe, guys. I need more people. You can't just be watching this video and like, come on, man. Subscribe. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. You know what's up. Subscribe, guys. Before I get to what I'm about to say. It's very important that, instead of putting your feelings into all of this, please, like, just reason with me for a second. Like, just be like, you know what? I hear what the angle he's coming at, right? Because don't just read headlines and attack the player, though. Is what I'm saying. Don't do that. Read between the lines as normal fans. Yes, sometimes we just want to watch this football and stop the saga. But when you start commenting on something you don't know nothing about or know less about, it makes it very difficult for anything to be explained after you've made up your mind. Oh, Isaac is wrong. Oh, the club is right. That it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And here is the moment, guys, please share this video. I'm about to share something real here. Please, I'm about to share something real here, so that you guys understand. I'm waiting for more people to add, guys. Like, this is not good enough. I get it. This is a small. Oh, I need water. I I get it. This is a small channel, Again, if you're still wondering why is this guy having fewer people watching his live and all that, again, please. I'm still you know, a new channel, still trying to grow this thing. But again, like I said, I'm a Manchester United fan talking about this exact thing, trying to make things happen. So let's get into it. And again, guys, if you I talk with my hands, so if you see it a lot, don't be surprised. Let me have a conversation about the Newcastle ball. Newcastle fans are not I've seen just like one or two channels really point the finger at the ball. All of them are pointing fingers at Isak and Liverpool. Never the ball. Your scouting department failed this season. Newcastle fans, I repeat, your board failed you this season. For the life of me, imagine winning a trophy, getting Eddie Howe, getting you guys to the Champions League. This season, I was saying Newcastle are going to be tough this season. They are going to buy more players and strengthen, and wow, their midfield is looking stacked. Isaac is looking, this is going to be crazy. Just to find out they were trying to shop at Versace, where Manchester United shops. Shop at Louis Vuitton, where Manchester United are supposed to shop, where they are shopping. Liverpool's, the Real Madrid's, that's where we are shopping. And and you have Newcastle trying to shop in the same place. Held out the t-shirt, is written there 58,000. They start looking left and right saying, nah, none of that. Checking their bank history, and it's like looking spooky. No history yet. Background, not there yet. Yeah, you're still on the come up. People notice you from afar because of the stripes. Cool. The zebra part is cool. The barcode can be scanned, but yours is not properly scanning because some of the codes in there are not working properly. They are not working proper. They are not working proper. My United go swipe the card. You hear ti, and we take the receipt and we go. This is what I'm saying. Newcastle board want to shop where Manchester United is shopping, Liverpool is shopping, Chelsea is shopping, Arsenal is shopping, Real Madrid, da 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 da. And they think we just won the Carabao Cup. Yeah, uh, we are in the Champions League. We can get any player we want. We are rich owners. Hell to the no. It does not exist, people. The history of the Newcastle does not exist. Build your history first. You just found out, hey, hey, there are, there are levels and there are levels for the first time. You just found that out now. There are levels and there are levels. So the how to feel became very difficult. Isaac was, sitting there, you know, rubbing his hands saying, all right, cool. Let's see what happens. You fail to bring in players. I'm talking about the earlier stage of the transfer window when it just started. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about the earlier stage of the transfer window. You guys literally have 11 getting to 11 players you missed out on because your board failed to get them over the line. I keep hearing rival fans or a lot of fans say Newcastle are rich, Newcastle are rich, Newcastle are rich. I keep asking myself, where is the money? I keep seeing a lot of fans say Newcastle have money, they have rich owners, and I never see it. How much are they spending on players? You're gonna tell me, oh, PSR, oh, restriction, restriction, restriction. In business, people who know people know people who know people. I repeat, in business, people know people who know people who know people who know other people. It's connections, people. It is connections. Do not tell me there is no board member at Newcastle who know this person, who know that other person, who know that other person, who have the same information as these other clubs shopping in the same shop. You cannot sit there and tell me that. Same information that is happening at Manchester United, Liverpool, and Spurs, and Chelsea is the same information Newcastle are having. How you go about it is the issue. Nottingham Forest, they are signing players. Without winning anything, they are signing players. So don't sit there, Newcastle fans, and soak on Isak, wasting your time, burning shirts and wasting your time abusing him, calling him a rat, calling him a traitor, calling him all type of names, burning his billboard and spraying all type of things on it. You look ridiculous. Don't be looking at Isak. Look at your board. There should be riots outside. There should be people asking bigger questions, putting pressure on the scouting department and the board, asking them what has been happening, that every single player you have been linked with got said, nah, I don't want you. Again, people, use your heads. And before you start replying online, use your heads first. Your board, Newcastle fans, is on the wrong here. Isak is on the wrong too. But your board, is on the wrong heavily. Isak knows he has certain amount of years left in his contract. He's not stupid to be throwing all of that away because he just wants to move to Liverpool. There are things behind the scenes that is not being said in the public, obviously. Things that is happening behind the scenes. He's seeing how the club is moving. He's seeing what is being said behind the scenes. He does not like it. There is one thing to say to a club, oh, I'm not playing for you guys. No, 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 no. There's one thing to say. It's one thing to say, I'm not coming to training. Or, let me fix this, first. And another thing to say, I will never play for this club again. They're two different things. It's not just normal that he will out of a sudden say, hey, listen, I'm no more playing for Newcastle. Just a few months ago, he was celebrating smoking cigar on a tour bus, riding with a trophy he won with the team. Like, if you never felt connected with the club after winning a trophy for the first time in years for the club, if you think that time is the time for you to depart, to leave the club and go somewhere else, that means truly you never loved the club. But no, something has happened first. And that is what fans are not looking at. What you are reading online is what the club wants you to see. This is what fans don't understand. There are things behind the scenes that are not being said publicly. That's why Isak is doing what he's doing. Your board goes to a player, say, okay, this is where we want to. They sell a pitch to a player, saying, guys, I want to sign you at Newcastle. We have Champions League. We just won a trophy. You can be part of us. This is going to be beautiful. Come to our club. How much do you want? Literally, a lot of players said no to Liverpool. To Newcastle, sorry. Big man, you did not sell. You are not selling your project to the player properly, is what I'm saying. It's not a mistake. Every single player is getting to 11 players right now, almost a squad. Just 2 players left for it to make 11 players. All of them constantly telling you, no, I want this club only. You cannot sit there and tell me Cunha saw leaving his club, saw you guys won a trophy, and still said, the Champions League is cool. The trophy you won, the Carabao Cup is cool. Man United, it's late. Ain't no way all of these players left their clubs. Never seen a trophy before at Brentford. Never seen a trophy before at Wolves. Since they started playing for them. Still said, hey, Brandon Bumo, hey, listen, Man United is my dream move. They left their clubs to go to Manchester United. And you guys have a trophy plus a Champions League. It's the same thing Spurs fans, Tottenham fans are going through right now. But they know their place, obviously. Despite the crash out yesterday about Eberici Eze. Hey, they know their place. Funny word says, free Isak. My guy, listen. Free Isak for real. Newcastle fans need to be pointing fingers at their board members. The scouting department is failing massively, and their fans are not being sincere. They are not talking about it properly. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Please, like up the video, like the video, please. share this video and subscribe too. Please, please. Am I making sense, guys? Let me know down in the comments. Am I making sense? It will mean a lot, please. I'm talking real things here. I'm not just saying things just to say. Again, I've read both sides. I've seen what has happened. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying things just to say, right? I'm making sense here, at least. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me know down in the comments what you think. So, I mean, Newcastle fans should be looking at their board members saying, hey, since then, what have you guys done to improve the club? To say, okay, even without Isak, we are still Newcastle. Let's strengthen the club. Let's strengthen our team, first 11, and get to this Champions League. Forget about what Isak is saying. Let that be in the background. But no, the main focus is Isak and Isak only. That should be saying something to the fans. Don't go get me Elanga and think this is gonna be it. Like, what do you think this is? Don't go get me Elanga and think this is all of it. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get me new players and don't get me few players and expect me to be saying, oh, you know what? I must stay. Ramsdale, cool. He's cool. He's cool. Elanga, cool. Like, what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? What are you guys telling me? Like, that's not good enough. How many players have Newcastle bought this season? I want to know. I want to know how many players they have bought this season. I want to know. I'm checking it right now. I'm about to see what is happening right now. Non-disclosure loan. Aaron Ramsdale on loan. Antonio Cordero. Antonio Cordero, Anthony Langa, Pak Song Su, Aaron Ramsdale, Malik Tao, and Jacob Ramsey. Cool. Those are the players they bought, right? And to carry these players to the Champions League is not good enough. Isak is looking at the level saying, Elanga could do a job for a certain level, cool. Devastating, obviously. That's not good enough. The ambitions of the club is not good. It's not going to take them anywhere. It's nice getting to the Champions League, but if you cannot win the Champions League ever, you drop in and out every single year, then what is the point? Again, players have ambitions, is what I'm saying. Elanga could have stayed at Nottingham Forest. Look at where they finished last season. He could have stayed and say, you know what? Let me rebuild here and see. Maybe Newcastle will get back to. Newcastle. Maybe Nottingham Forest will get back this year, and we see where we are. They're playing the same Champions League Newcastle is playing. Why did he leave? Because players have ambitions, guys. Right? So there is no way Isak is acting the way he's acting just for the sake of it, just because he wants to go to Liverpool. No, that's not true. Like there's something added to that. That's just what you see in the surface. That's what you see online. I'm talking about what we don't see behind the scenes. He is sitting there and everybody's landing. He is every single news outlet right now in England. He turned off his he turned on his TV. Alexander Isak, Alexander Isak, Alexander Isak. Literally, this is how he is. Isak. Yeah, Isak is a cunt. Isak cannot do this. Isak, ah, Isak is a this. Isak is a that. Ah, Alexander Isak. Breaking news. He says he will not train. He will never play for the club again. Breaking news. Alexander Isak is like, come on. At some point, you get tired of the lies as a player. When do you think a player is supposed to come out and speak? Because people keep saying, oh, he's not supposed to put that out there. Look at how he's behaving. It is frustrating, people. These are human beings as well. They have feelings. They see what the media is being put out there, and the club is allowed to speak, but the player is not allowed to speak. It is ridiculous what these moral fans think, high moral fans think they know so much. It is pathetic and hypocritical to be doing that. Is what I'm saying. You cannot just sit there and say, oh, he put out a statement, he was not supposed to do that. He clearly stated what you guys see is not true. I cannot sit there and watch my name be ruined and make me the bad guy, call me the monster for something I clearly know. The club know what I know. Even if there was a gentleman's agreement, there was something behind the scenes that when a club comes to to buy him, the club should facilitate the move. You are supposed to keep your word. Yes, the club. That's what I'm saying. If the club didn't keep the promise and they are going about business strictly, guess what? Okay, let's go business strictly then. Let's talk about it. And this is why most fans don't understand that putting emotions on business never works. And the hypocrisy here is what I'm saying, guys. Listen to me 1 minute. You are grilling Alexander Isak for the same thing Johan Wissa is doing. It's the same thing. Please don't tell me it's not. It's the same thing. As it stands, I have gone and checked. Johan Wissa has deleted everything from Brentford because he wants to move to Newcastle. What are your fans saying then? Is it morally correct what he's doing? Not going to training? Is it correct what he's doing? No. Brentford fans are burning his shirt. Have you seen that? So tell me where the flip-flop is. It is hypocritical, guys. It is hypocritical to see Newcastle fans go raw online, but applauding Johan Wissa because he wants to come to their club while doing the same thing. How? Tell me. Can somebody explain to me how that works? Can somebody really explain to me how that works? Like, I've never seen, like, it's mad what I'm seeing online. Again, Newcastle fans, hold your board accountable. Hold your scouting department accountable for not getting good players over the line. Benjamin Sesko is a prime example. You sat at the table, discussed with the club, and did not do your homework and the background for the player. You didn't. Guess how Manchester United moved and have moved for all of these players we signed. Benjamin Sesko, we have been doing the groundwork ever since before um, before Ten Hag was here, before other managers was here, we were doing our groundwork, right? And the player, when we went for him, I think when Eric Ten Hag was here, Benjamin Sesko said, "No, I will stay where I'm at and develop first. At Leipzig, develop first. It's not time for me to come there." And he waited. Despite what it is, he knew he lost the opportunity to come to Manchester United. He kept playing. Newcastle came in with an interest, saying, "Listen, I want to pay money for this. I want to pay for this player. How much? How much does he cost?" Club negotiation went through. Started discussing prices. Manchester United finished 15th. Does not have a Champions League. Does not have anything going for anything Europe going for them. We do not have anything in Europe. Not involved. Not even us. We finished 15th. How we went about shopping is, listen, I know things went badly last time, and we are literally on a, last downfall. Yes, the club was being taken over by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, a lot of behind the scenes. Eric Ten Hag, was failing, and then we had to bring a manager in between. The new manager cannot really adapt with the players because they don't know his system. We failed. Do you want to join Manchester United first and foremost? Because if we are putting a bid, putting money behind you, we need to know you are with us first. That is how they went about carrying all of these players we have signed. I am sitting here with two of the best players we saw last season in the Premier League. Players every single club in the Premier League would like to have. In Brian Mbumo and Cunha and Sesko. You saw Arsenal was literally about to sign Sesko. And it did not go through because of the money and all whatnot. Can you tell me Can you tell me where Manchester United went? Like, what project did they present? Because it's not just the badge. As much as you guys think, oh, when we slap the badge, cool. It's a banter way of saying it. Cool. We have the badge. When you see the badge, you know it's Manchester United. It holds weight. But that was not how Omar Barada went out to sell these projects to all of these players, right? Delict, Mazarawi, Dogu, Sesko, Brian Mbumo, Cunha. That's not how he sold the project to all of these people, to all of these guys playing for the club now. They had to deep down, go down, and please do not tell me it's money because you guys know Manchester United don't pay anything above 60. 60, 55. I'm talking about I'm not putting add-ons. So let's stop all of that. Manchester United do not pay above 60, 65, 70. They don't. And the facts are there. Go check it out on any transfer website you've ever seen. Capology, I think it's capology.com, something like that. Go check it out. It doesn't. 150K per week. Ever since Ineos got in, has been level. But they sold the same dream to the players that are now currently at Manchester United. Which takes me back to Newcastle. What have your board been telling all these players, all these targets they have been linked to and failed to execute it? What have they been telling them? Because one, we can understand. Two, cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players are all telling you, nah. I'd rather go to a club that I don't have, that failed last season massively. 15th. What are you telling me? What are you telling me, guys? Can you actually on guys? Let me know down in the comment section. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you understand what I'm saying here, guys? Please share the video and subscribe, guys. Please. The subscription the subscribers are not going up. Let's subscribe, people. Please, 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 please. Let's go. Let's go. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? That, like, Newcastle board failed massively. So Isak is sitting there looking at it and saying, there is no ambition here. I'm not seeing bringing me Anthony Elanga to do what? To do what? They brought in Jacob Ramsey. Like, when? When? What are we saying, people? Like, it's like we cannot sit here and just be, you know, and just be yapping for yapping's sake. We have to look at this with critical minds and, you know, with brains, saying, hold up a minute, something has happened here. Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines. Don't just rush because David Ornstein has put out something. There's English language. What he has written, there is something like words like could, should, maybe. All of these small words help to understand what is going on. When people just read the headline, rush is, oh, that's a fact, that's a stamp, here we go. But no, 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 no. You read it as here we go, but you did not read the underlying metrics to what is going on. To understand first and break it down your own way. So that when people are having a conversation, don't come up with arguments like, yeah, look at the way Isak is going about it. Look at the way he's going about it. Nobody, no player, especially such a player like that, want to miss out on a World Cup coming up. So this is what most fans don't understand. Isak, I don't know if he has played a World Cup for Sweden yet. Do you think he wants to miss it by doing all of this? Something happened behind the scenes, guys, that maybe he's not saying it because of NDA. He signed an NDA not to say certain things. That's why when players leave clubs, they still are not able to say certain things. You don't know what all these players are on. So when Isak made those statements saying, they know, I told them, they know. It's not just, oh, yeah, gentleman's agreement. What was that? What's that? No, that's not how it works, guys. He clearly saw the saga Victor Gyökeres had at Sporting. He saw that first. Do you think he will be making those type of mistakes without talking to the lawyers and talking to his agents? Because we can sit here with microphones and talking about, oh, he has been ill-advised. He has not, like the people are giving him wrong information. Come on. People know people who know people in this industry. In the footballing world, people know people who know people. Like real people. You cannot tell me Isak is just lashing out because he's just in his feelings, getting angry. No. Part of that is there too. But that's not it. The club, Newcastle club, is not telling you the truth. They are backing themselves and their interest and their public image as a Newcastle club, saying, "Oh, we are family over here. When you're ready, you come back to us." It's BS. They are saying that without thinking about the other players sitting there thinking, so Isaac can go do all of that and still come back with us? Hell no. Eddie Howe does not have a say about what Isaac just did, according to them? Hell no. So what are you guys saying? Read between the lines, people. They will quickly put out a statement overriding everybody. How would the dressing room look like with that statement Newcastle put out? It doesn't make sense. And you have Newcastle fans crashing out for absolutely no reason. No reason. You are supposed to look at your board and say, hey, 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 time is going. Stop with the Isaac thing. Get me players. What they have right now lined up is not good enough to win the Champions League, still play in the Premier League on Wednesdays or Thursdays or whatever days the Champions League is taking place, Wednesdays, on Mondays, and whatever days it is, they do not have the squad to go and challenge. They don't. They have been knocking at the door at the Carabao Cup for 2 consecutive seasons before they got it. But that's like the lowest level. Imagine the Champions League. It's difficult to win. But if you have a squad like Chelsea's, it's a big chance. Big chance. That's why Chelsea is always in and around these European Cups. They know their way around to win trophies. They know their way around. Say what you want to say about Chelsea. They have a squad. They sell well. They have players that can come from the bench and do something. They don't have too many stars in their team. They have like 1 or 2, 3 individuals that can do something. But still, you see them in these big competitions, competing, going to very far. World champions for a reason. They played everybody and beat the final boss of PSG. How will Newcastle sustain this year? The mistake they did. Let's talk about the price. Let's talk about the price Liverpool put down, because I see a lot of fans not using their heads blaming Liverpool. Big man, listen to me very well. If your girl turned her head when I called her, if your girl turned her head when I called her, then she's not yours anymore. She's not yours. If your missus gets reeled in by another guy, she was never yours. So all these fans not using their head saying, oh, if Liverpool did not beat, none of this would be happening, is pathetic. 110 million for a player, that right there is already a record fee in Premier League. That right there is already a record fee. But what fans fail to understand is there is a dance when it comes to negotiating, buying stuff. It's an old tradition where, you go to sell goods and the person buying, right, negotiates. That is the dance I'm talking about. It was up to Newcastle to say, that price is cute. Increase it. This is what we want. What did Newcastle do? Immediately, without even giving a breathing space, said no. Isak is like, Immediately, you guys are saying no. What is going on here? Okay, let me wait and see. Liverpool still negotiating behind the scenes, saying, Listen, this is what we are offering for the player: 110 million for Isak. What are you saying, Newcastle? Instead of Newcastle board saying, okay, we want 150, 160, give your price. Name your price. Liverpool have the cash. It's negotiation dance. You have to negotiate to meet in the middle. And Newcastle board is failing to do that. They went out there and said, Isak is not for sale. Okay, cool. Baleba is not for sale, right? Baleba is not for sale when it comes to Manchester United. They sat there and was given a serious price. If Manchester United would have met those terms, Baleba would be sold by now. They said, we are not in a hurry to sell in this season. It's either you pay this amount or you come back later. We are not budging. Quietly, Manchester United looked at it. We have the money, but what we are willing to pay for Baleba is for a midfielder. Nah, that's money we should be paying for a world-class striker. Nah, they said, okay, we will gracefully bow down, but they did their groundwork with the player. So if we go in January or go in the following summer, we are getting him because we did our groundwork. Newcastle board are failing in that department. You should be telling Liverpool, hey, okay, 110 is cute. Guess what this Newcastle media is doing? And Sky Sports and Newcastle fans saying that was insulting from Liverpool to bid in 110 for such a player. What are we here for, people? It's called negotiation. What type of negotiation do you have? Do you want me to come and pay your asking price, slap asking price on the table, and there should be no negotiation? Are you kidding me? It does not exist in the real world, people. When you go to buy a house, for example, you don't just pay the asking price of the house. You look at the house. You send electricians at the house to check whatever is bad in that house. You check it out. You negotiate the price down to the level that you want. I don't care how much you have. You are not paying the exact amount or the asking price of said house. It never happens in real life. So why is it that in football, fans want to pretend, act very ignorant and say, Newcastle fans are saying, yeah, the bid Liverpool set for Isak is a slap on the face. It's insulting. Then you are not negotiating no more. If he is not for sale, you should be saying that. Liverpool value him at this level. You, who own the player, is supposed to say, hey, Liverpool is 150 million or bust, or kick rocks. Rather than saying he is not for sale, but still negotiating at the background. Which one is it? It is stupid. Newcastle board was supposed to come in the middle, meet in the middle where Liverpool will still pay your asking price, but in a different way, but still meet what you guys are asking for. Take the money and go spend on real players that will get you to the real Champions League and go further. There is no saying right now that Newcastle will cross the first 16. The next step, Newcastle will not get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't see it. Your squad is thin. They were supposed to take the money from Isak and go and buy players, but you want to be stingy and greedy. Or Liverpool are not budging because they know the player don't want to play for you guys. They are just waiting it out. Instead of telling Isak, look, we understand you had this agreement. We want to get this money to buy players since you are leaving. Isak could have sat quiet and let them beat it out. And let teams come in and beat it out. And let Newcastle do his thing. But no. They went against their word. Hence, he's saying, hey, this cannot run. And plus, you guys have no ambition for the club. You haven't bought players. Getting me Elanga at the time was weak. I'm going to be doing all the work by myself because Elanga is not good enough. He had one good season. That is it. So, this is what I mean, people. When fans go out there and be burning shirts and be burning shirts they bought with their money, by the way, which is pathetic and stupid, I'm just sitting here thinking, yes, the player have his fault. Isak, yes. The way he went about it, yeah, could have been done in a different way. But I cannot blame him here, is what I'm saying. Because I've seen a lot of fans coming out and saying, what is Isak? I mean, what is Isak supposed to do in that? I mean, what is the club supposed to do when Isak is going saying, "Oh, I will never play for this club again"? I'm like, no, like what is this thinking? What is this? What are you guys saying? Like, come on, use your head for a little bit. We always point the fingers at the players because it's easy to do. But you never look at the club and saying, there's something here, something missing. Il manque quelque chose. Il manque quelque chose. So I'm like, guys, sometimes we just have to use our heads and I think read behind the scenes. Just read. Anyways, let me see what's going on. For example, Rasmus Højlund, right? See, I mean, the club is basically pushing him out, telling him, listen, we are upgrading, and you are surplus to requirement as it stands. Please, look for a club. AC Milan has been linked to Rasmus Højlund, and he said, yes, I'm going to get you guys some money, but I want a permanent deal, a loan deal that is permanent. Which means it gives the upper hand for Manchester United to collect money for Rasmus Højlund. And he has not, he came and watched Manchester United play against Arsenal. He was not in the training kit. He was wearing whatever he was wearing. Came and watched the game. Meanwhile, the manager clearly has told him, I don't want to even put you on my line. See this one out. So, see, he has not made a fuss about it. He only came out and said, listen, I want to stay with this club for a number of times. But then he's clearly seeing that the World Cup is coming. The manager really don't fancy him. He wants to play football. The logical thing here is to go and play somewhere else. And who knows? He might go there and and become even much better because the Premier League might not suit him. So there are ways to go about this. Isaac is wrong the way he's going about this, right? But if he really wants to, and if he told the club, I want to move, and the club is not doing, anything to facilitate that move, it becomes a problem. One, you have an angry player that does not want to play for your club. and two, you are paying him. Or even if he's not training, doing anything, and you're not paying him for the time being, you're still losing. Because you would have used the money that he will bring to buy more players, strengthen. There are players out there, but Newcastle are not doing that. Trent, before leaving, played every single game for Liverpool, ended his contract and said goodbye to the club after winning Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League for the club. Won every single trophies in the Premier League, including the Champions League, include everything. Still, their fans burned his shirt, said, no, no, no. As if players are not allowed to change their mind. They're supposed to just be at the club for 100 years, 100 million years, till they retire. Loyalty in football is hard to find. Because the clubs don't keep it real. When they want to get ruthless, like Rasmus Højlund, the club is clearly pushing him out. Clearly. Not including him on the first 11, not even on the bench. Clearly pushing him out, but he has not done anything. He just had one bad season. And the manager did not sign him. So he's like, yeah, I did not sign. Like, literally, you're not my cup of tea. And the club is clearly pushing him out. He would have said, you know what? If the club did, no. He's sitting quiet, trying to see what him and his agent can do to still give money to the club while moving on loan. There's different caliber of how you behave. That is where Alexander Isak went wrong. I told you guys that Isak is also wrong. As much as I'm speaking about the club, Newcastle, the board, the scouting department. One thing I did not like about how Isak went with this is how he kind of stayed away from, all of that and not actually not training with, people that he has been playing with. They won a trophy together and all of that. Is what I'm saying. Like making his teammates, like it's breaking the bond they have created. Is what I'm saying. Guys, we cannot sit here and just be one-sided with this thing. We have to use our heads for a second and say there is no absolute reason Isak is doing this just because he wants to go to Liverpool. There is something deeper than just a simple move. Some people work on principle. If I shake your hand after clearly telling you, big man, I will be here for a while, but not for a long time. When the time comes that I want to leave, it should not be a problem. Please facilitate my move when the time comes. Say, yeah, I will do it. Don't worry. Listen, you are a great player. We are happy to have you here, and you do all of that. And then when the time comes, you said, hold up. He's on 3-year contract. He's on 2-year contract. No. Honor your contract. Oh, whoa. I'm confused. I don't know what. Whoa, what? Wait, what? Liverpool is bidding for me, and you are telling me no immediately, not even one day later or to think about it. It came out immediately. No. Wait, what? I want to move. What are you saying? No negotiations is properly happening. They are even not giving Liverpool the amount that he is costing for Liverpool to put down. At least say, okay, 150. Let me see if Liverpool is going to pay. dance, negotiation dance is not there, is what I'm saying. And since then, they haven't really bought players. And Isaac is sitting there saying, wait, you guys are refusing to sell. You guys are not giving me partners I can work with. Then why am I still here? You are failing the player, is what I'm saying. You are failing the player. I just I just hate the fact that fans, especially footballing fans, right, on YouTube, they will always rush to make videos, but they will never break it down properly because they are on this banter thing all the time. So it's about, haha, Liverpool are not getting the play. Look, I want Isaac to stay as a Manchester United fan. I don't want him to be going to Liverpool. I hate Liverpool. I'm a rival fan. Liverpool, I hate Liverpool because of the rivalry. We are on 20 Premier Leagues right now. I don't want them to pass us. We are on equal terms right now. Getting Isaac meaning they are winning the league again. I don't want that as a Manchester United fan. So I have no reason to be supporting Liverpool here. They have done nothing wrong. They went in and said, I like that house. How much does it cost? Instead of saying it costs this amount, let's dance with the price. You are telling me it's not for sale. And then throwing certain random numbers out there. And I'm like, okay, cool, but this is the amount that I have. So what are we doing? And then, the agents who are selling their house are clearly making it very difficult. And the owner of the house is clearly saying, hey, I want this house gone. That's why I said you guys should sell it for me. But the agents are making it very difficult for the owner to sell the house. So, guys, what I'm saying here is if your girl is now with another person or even paying attention to another person, she was never your girl, is what I'm saying. People who have never sold anything in their lives do not understand how these deals work. They will just come online, put in comments, banter every single day, and you have all these fan channels coming out and bantering. It's about, haha, you failed to get this player. Haha, Liverpool are not going to get this player. Haha, look at Newcastle. Shit. Every player is refusing to go. They don't want Newcastle. Banter, but we'll never get to the needy and greedy of what the deals are saying, what the Newcastle media is saying, and what Sky Sports is saying. Like each group of outlets, they want to sell. This is a good topic. Guess what? They will always add spices to it. They will always add their thing to it to draw fans to be like, oh, go to their pages, read it. They will add extra sauce, but you have to read between the lines, people. If I was in that situation, I would be saying the same thing. I'm not playing for your club anymore because you guys broke something that was not supposed to be that difficult. If you want to make money on a player, Newcastle board, this is what you're supposed to do. Tell the player, I know we had the gentleman's agreement, but here's the situation. We want to make money. We want to get this money on you. Get more players since you're leaving. We will not do that if Liverpool are lowballing your price. So please just give us some time to negotiate this thing properly. End of story. Literally, Isak will be training with them and will not say anything while they negotiate in the background. They failed to do that either. Went out there, tried to get players, did not go. Went to get Brand Bumo. Went to get Shesko. Should I be naming them? The one they finally got was Alex Elanga. Johan Wissa right now is going on strike to join you guys. I'm not seeing Newcastle fans coming out and saying, hey, Wissa, what you're doing is wrong. Hypocritical is what I'm saying, guys. I'm repeating myself now. I'm literally repeating myself. Johan Wissa deleted everything Brentford has done for him just to come to Newcastle. And you guys are not willing to pay the price Brentford is asking for Johan Wissa. But then you want Liverpool to pay the asking price for for Isak. And also he's not for sale. Like, which one is it? Which one is it, guys? That's what I want to understand. Which one is it? Newcastle fans, make up your damn minds. Make up your minds what you want to do. Make up your minds. So again, guys, I mean, this is just funny to watch. It's funny to watch. It's funny. I mean, starting tomorrow, Premier League games will be back. Again, guys, please, if you're watching this video, like, share, and subscribe. Again, I put out there perspective I've not seen any other fan put out there. I've brought in the reason why Newcastle are failing. I've brought in why the saga keeps on happening. I've brought in too many perspectives here. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you are watching this video back again, let me know down in the comments if what I was speaking is fact, what I was saying is facts. Because I know what I was saying is facts. If your girl is paying attention to another person, she was never your girl, big man. There's something wrong. You understand? There's something wrong. So you have to see what it is, right? You have to see what it is. Because if it was about the money Isak wanted, he would have stayed. What are you offering him on his contract? Offer more. Persuade the player to stay. Even that you cannot do, let alone players are going to sign. Like, come on. If you cannot convince Alexander Isak to stay, what makes you think your board is competent enough to go get new players? Come on, man. Like, what are we saying? Wissa just want to go get out of Brentford because Brian Boomer left. He's looking at his football saying, Brentford are nowhere winning anything. Let me leave. That's why he's rushing to Newcastle to play Europa League. Like, to play Champions League. Other than that, you did not have to do any work. You did not pull that player. He's not coming there because Newcastle is a dope club. No. No. Otherwise, you would have gotten all these great players you were linked to. That's what I'm saying, people. Premier League will be back tomorrow. Again, I can't wait Manchester United to play Fulham. And I'm expecting a win. Because Ruben Amorim is all eyes on him right now. He has no excuses for me. He needs to win me games. Ruben Amorim needs to win me games. And with the type of players we have, we should be beating Fulham 3-0. 3-4-0. All this 1-2-1 business I'm hearing is not washing with me. If we play well and still win 2-1, cool. But get 2-1 against Fulham, it's like no. We have too many quality players to be lowering ourselves like that. Understand? For me, I understand people are afraid to be clipped and they will say the wrong thing, but nah. I'm not signing Brian Mbumo Cunha. and Sheshko and Bruno Fernandes in there just to come and be saying, "Oh, 2-1 against Fulham." How? I cannot do that. Like, come on, man. Manchester United need to step it up. They need to step it up, right? And it's again, Premier League is back. I'm gonna be having fun, watching these teams. And guys, if you are watching this video or watching after this video, like, share, and subscribe. I will be back again with another video talking about different things. Like I said, I make videos about different things from different clubs, but predominantly will be a Manchester United vibe. But I talk about everything as well. So you know, don't get it twisted. I'll talk about your club. I'll talk about your club. I'll talk about your club. But it's a Manchester United vibe, as always. Feel me? Clovis Football Talk, Clovis Footy Talk on X. Again, I'm on Instagram with a different name. Uh, I'm an Afrobeat artist as well, so forget about what I'm trying to. My Instagram is different, so I haven't created anything there, but doing this football content, Clovis Football Talk on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back again with another video, talking about different topics. I might be live this night again. Who knows? So click the notification bell when I'm live so that we can have a chat, talk, just talk about different things and make sure that we all are on the same page. So thank you guys for watching this. Thank you so much for watching even on the first place or leaving your comments behind. I'll be seeing them, replying them. It will mean a lot, you feel me? So stay tuned and hope this situation with Alexander Isak, the saga, is calmed down and Liverpool get their player or they don't. But it should not be messy. The way it's going, I really don't like it, to be honest. And I see a lot of fans trying to use the Jota death, the Jota thing. Look at Mo Salah crying because of the connection, the bond the players have. It's cheap. I saw, was it True Jody, doing a podcast talking about it. Like when I saw it, I was just like, damn man, like this is cheap. Like why we use that angle? It has nothing to do. RP Jota, by the way, it has nothing to do. So it is crazy. Fans need to grow up, like as grown men doing business as well. Like, come on, being emotional in business never works. So how on earth will you be blaming Isaac not looking at the board for failing in every angle I just named in the whole entire video for how many hours now? Saying, listen, the player is your board is failing to do this, and this is the reason why we are here facing this. And again, Newcastle board need to be facing the music, talking about, listen, we have learned our lesson this season. We will act accordingly. First of all, when you approach a player, say, do you want to join Newcastle first? Let the player say, okay, you know what, this is where I want to go, and then you negotiate. Otherwise, you keep on having the same problem. Talking about the food chain, there is levels. I said in the beginning of the video, there are levels. Now that you have understood where you stand, where your level is at, start shopping in that level. Otherwise, you are taking player currently on at Brentford. You are not willing to pay the amount, but you're expecting Liverpool to come and pay the asking amount you're asking um for Alexander Isak. Come on, like, can somebody explain to me how that makes sense? Really? Can somebody explain to me how that makes sense? You are expecting Liverpool to pay what you're asking for, and technically he's not on sale. But then you are lowballing Brentford on Johan Wissa not to pay the asking price for what they are asking. Like, I'm trying to understand the boss that this this Newcastle think they are. Like, who do they think they are? The food chain is there to see. Next level shit. Shit you've never seen before. And if you call yourself rich owners, you are supposed to act like rich owners. Say, you know what, we are making a statement this season, get players no matter what, and improve our squad, even if getting them on high wages. No, not on high wages, but high prices. Negotiate the price where you can get them on a similar wage. Do whatever it takes because who knows, luck and with good players, you get very far into the Champions League. People see you, you push your name out there. Fans buy a lot of fans say, whoa, whoa, what's that club there? Let me join the club. Start following Newcastle. You get more people, more eyes. That's how you go far. That's how you make history. But if you keep on being cheapskates, guess what? People don't even know what Newcastle is as a club. But if you go every single place, go to the depth of the earth, you'll find a Manchester United shirt there. The depth, like even the depths of the earth, you will find a Manchester United shirt. Newcastle only exists around England. People don't really know what Newcastle is, let alone the football club. That's the levels I'm talking about. There's a food chain. Get with it or move away. So, I just hope that both parties, from Isak's side and Newcastle side, they resolve their issues and get back to the football. Because now, Isak has not played for so long. It would take time to even gel in with the players. By I think from now to January, he will start picking up the pace of the Premier League around that time. It's not going to be easy for him. Otherwise, he'll be injured. It's not going to be easy for him to just click in, especially when he's moving somewhere else. Like, it will take time. Johan Wissa is not training right now. It will take time for him to gel at Newcastle too. So all of this is a lose-lose situation for everybody. Lose. The people chilling right now is Liverpool. Like, Liverpool don't really. Liverpool right now are chilling with Eketike and with Florian Wirtz. They are players right there that they are still winning. So, despite what you want to say, look at Newcastle's board and say, something is wrong here. Point fingers there. And stop looking at what Isak is doing and waiting for every post. Maybe he will post something today and waiting. You should be looking at your board, Newcastle fans. Hold a meeting, hold on spaces of something. Put pressure on your board to get you players. Because now you guys are literally not really moving ahead. Otherwise, Wissa would have been your player by now if you were really moving forward. But no. You guys were ignorant and too naive to think Isak was going to stay. Isak, no, there's no way he's leaving. You neglected the obligations that was at hand here. The player had different thoughts. So, it's at this point, it's a lose-lose situation, and players need to know what they're doing. And players know, they map out their lives, they know what they're doing. Clubs don't. Clubs, they just say, this is a worker, pay this certain amount, you're under contract. Go. But if the player says he doesn't want to play, even if he comes to training and the desire and will, you put him up front. If he decides not to score, he's not going to score. you know. So I mean, the whole thing, man, is a mess. It's a saga for no reason. It's something they should have talked behind the scenes and make sure that Isaac is good to avoid all this noise, because now Newcastle is being seen in a different light, and the whole world is talking about it now. You know, so again, people, like, share, and subscribe. I'm about to dip. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you watch this video, you feel like I'm making some sense, please, please, please subscribe. Share the video, talk about it, let me know what you think in the comment section. I will be back again with more videos. Who knows? Like I said, I might be back again in the night talking about um, what is going on in the football world. I put out a video about Eberichi Eze going to Arsenal as well yesterday, or today, sorry. Go check it out and let me know what you think. Peace.